A U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement (IC) officer has been relieved of his duties after a disturbing video surfaced showing him forcefully shoving and pinning a woman to the ground inside a New York immigration courthouse. The incident took place earlier this week at 26 Federal Plaza in Manhattan, where many immigrants attend their hearings. According to reports, ICE officers were present to detain a man, later identified as the husband of the woman involved. In the video, the woman, Monica Moreta Galaza, is seen pleading in Spanish as officers escort her husband away. She accuses them of being heartless, saying, "You don't care about anything." The officer responds mockingly with, "Adios, adios." When Moreta briefly touched the officer's shoulder, he suddenly shoved her against a wall and then forced her to the floor. Witnesses can be heard shouting, and children in the hallway screamed in fear. After the assault, the woman was taken to a hospital for treatment. The video spread rapidly on social media, sparking outrage across New York and beyond. In response, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, confirmed that the officer had been relieved of his current duties, pending an investigation. Tricia McLaughlin, Assistant Secretary for Public Affairs, issued a rare rebuke. This officer's conduct is unacceptable and beneath the men and women of ICE. ICE officials have not clarified whether the officer will face permanent dismissal, criminal charges, or only temporary suspension. Elected officials in New York, including Representative Dan Goldman and Comptroller Brad Lander, have called for felony charges against the officer, describing his behavior as an unlawful and violent use of excessive force. Immigrant rights advocates say this is not an isolated case, but part of a broader pattern of aggressive ICE tactics, particularly targeting families at courthouses where immigrants seek justice and legal protection. Critics argue that such incidents create a chilling effect, making immigrants too afraid to attend their court hearings out of fear of harassment or detention. Trust in court. Courthouses are supposed to be safe spaces for justice. When enforcement officers use violence inside them, it undermines public confidence in the legal process. Excessive force debate. The officers' actions are being widely criticized as disproportionate and unnecessary, fueling debates about law enforcement accountability in immigration cases. Immigrant communities. The incident has heightened fear among immigrant families, who worry that even appearing at court could put them at risk. Political impact. With immigration policy already a central issue in US politics, this viral video has intensified calls for oversight, reforms, and stricter limits on ICE operations in and around courthouses. The investigation into the officer's conduct is ongoing. Depending on the findings, he could face internal disciplinary measures, dismissal, or even criminal prosecution. Advocacy groups are demanding full accountability to ensure this case becomes a turning point in how ICE officers operate in public and legal spaces.